what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Hardcore Utopia 6 song. This one is Eléxia Lorph's Expelled from Artificial Paradise, as requested by Rurucci in my executive producer queue, and it's another song from Hardcore Utopia, so I'm familiar with this, but this song specifically only has the one upload in the entire upload of all of the songs. So the way that that's going to work is I'm going to play it at the timestamp, and I'm going to have to stop it by the time Reek shows up for the overture at the end. So if you see a little bit of an overlap there, that's why, but I gotta listen to this song. So without further ado, let's go! All right. Here we are. I don't think I've heard anything by Eléxia Lorph, so it's gonna be a whole new experience for me on this one. Ooh, it went up. I thought it was gonna go back down. Ooh, it's still going up. Jeez. Sorry, that bass line. Just cranking that. I like the overdrive style of bass there. Surprisingly chill. I don't know why I anticipated it to be like that. Sometimes you just speak a little too soon. Ooh, upbeat. Ooh. They've got like that crowded synth. That's always been like a personal favorite. That lead synth in there. I don't know why I love it so much. Hardstyle beat. Okay. Only a little bit of hardstyle beat. More like hardstyle bait. Oh, they're shifting. I hear acid. Look like an idiot doing that. So does everyone who raves. But that's okay. Oh, man. Rurucci must have put this in there because they know I love the acid sound. It's one of my favorite types of synth. It's just so appealing to me for some reason. And we got that delayed, like, stacked cymbal hit in the beat, too. Ooh. Ooh. I have like a halftime here, too. The swamp bubbled. The acid bath bubbled. Oh, okay, we're getting another shift here. Now I wonder if it's gonna shift to like hardstyle or something. Nope. Another adjustment to the tone, but not what I thought they were gonna do. That was an interesting choice, just laying on the like full chord there. That was actually a really nice like break for the breath in the song. after the halftime. Okay. I'm digging it. I really am. This might be the end of it, too. A lot of producers love to dingle-dangle their way out of a song. We're gonna get a piano outro, or are they gonna come back in for something else? Ooh, okay. This could still be the outro. Probably is. Oh, they're kicking it back in again. Maybe I was a little early on that call there. But it's still not as energetic as it was. So I think they are trying to, like... They're gonna rise their way out? Nope, we got another. Okay. I didn't see how long the song was. So, like, this could be like 8 minutes for all I know. I'm not mad about it. I'm willing to go back through this again. Kind of a bummer they haven't brought back the acid synth yet. But I do love the like the keyboard parts here. That piano is really cool. Like that, like syncopation in there is really cool. Okay. That might be the outro. That was weird enough to be a transition. Ooh. A little bit of a like breakbeat thing. Ooh. Oh shit. I love that atmospheric, like, crack in the song. That's really cool. It's not a full break, but it's like something is seeping through the cracks. And there's the rest of it. Okay, that's got to be the outro then. You're not coming back after that, right? I mean, they lied to me before. Okay, there it is. Ooh. Oh. That was a cool way to break that out. Oh. It lied to me again. These cheeky little fucks. And it's building back in again, too. Like, how much more is going to be happening? This has to be close to done, right? Apparently not. That's the second fake out. Come on. Not mad about it. But still, it's like, I do that with DJs all the time. I'm like, come on. It's like when a DJ just keeps like working through the buildup and then they hold the drop and you're like, drop it. The suspense is there, but it kills the band, you know? Ooh. Okay, we're doing back and forth. Ooh, blending them now. Okay. Okay, is this the end? Maybe? God, this would be number 3 if it wasn't. How many times can you leave and come back? I'm sitting here waiting, butthole fully puckered. Not sure if that's actually going to be the end of it. Okay. Oh, we're done? We're done? Okay, we're done. Okay, Jesus Christ. That was really fun, but also kind of goofy because of how many times they stopped the song to come back. Again, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but also you do that enough times and the listener will get like fatigued by that. So be careful. They did it just enough times to keep me there, but if that happened one more time, I legitimately might have started to get annoyed. So they played their game very, very close to the edge, and I'm glad that they only went that far, but be careful. Just general note to any producer. Again, the whole thing with like DJs, that's fun because you're just like gaining that tension and cranking that up. That's fun. That relationship to have with the listener and the crowd is really cool. Be careful making a whole song like that because it can get obnoxious after enough fake outs that you're just like, okay, I'm done. So like play your cards right and you'll be okay. They barely won out here. Otherwise, really good production. Everything across the board, every synth was placed well. All the rhythmic stuff was fantastic. I love that one section with that like syncopated rhythm. A lot of people don't risk doing that. I'm glad they did. It worked really well for that segment especially. I love the acid synth. You will never see me hating on an acid synth. It's just a cool sound to me. I don't know why I started loving it. I just did, and I always have. So it's kind of like a cheat code to get me to like a song is including an acid synth just because it's so cool to hear. But everything else they did was also really good. I think the only bummer about that was that they didn't bring the acid synth back again, which I would have personally loved, but also that they really didn't do anything else with that like hard style kick in there that they had during the beginning. I was expecting that to come back around in another section later, kind of like teasing it in the beginning to bring it back for a later segment, and they never did. So I was like, oh, okay. But a lot of the harmony stuff here, the general chord builds, a lot of the rhythmic choices there, again, syncopation, a lot of it in here, but also a lot of it was like very harmonically drug out, like in a good way. It was just a lot of full chords being played through, a couple little dingly-doos in there to like accent other parts. It was just in general a really well, solid overall composition of things. They stacked very well. Every segment was very nice. Again, very, very close to the edge on how many times they took it away and brought it back. Be careful, but in general, it was well produced, so you're gonna see me going, hey, you know what, despite that, really good production, and that's kind of what makes the song, you know? Like, my own personal grievances with the whole pausing and dropping out and then coming back multiple times aside, this song was very, very well made. I don't think I've heard a producer on this album that has had a bad production. They all seem very competent in especially their mixing and post-production work. A lot of them seem to balance their synths very well, and also just in general, their percussive mixes are very solid, not too much low end, not too crusty in the high end. Like, rhythm stuff is so hard to mix, and it's so easy to overdo or underdo, and pretty much every song I've heard out of Hardcore Utopia in general has done that phenomenally well. And as somebody who plays the drums, that is one of my core things when listening to a song is the rhythm. And for all the songs on this album that I've heard so far, I could hear every single bit of it, and it's all been crystal clear. It's just really good production. Now, I don't know if it's like all start to finish, everybody does their own songs, all production, everything, and then they just upload it as a compilation, or if there is somebody going through each song afterward and doing a final pass to like level everything out and make it a little bit more balanced. That would totally make sense, especially since I know at least one of the songs in this album had like a collective of all the people that were making the same song. So it wouldn't be a shocker for me if everybody sent in like their work files and somebody else did like a final master pass. So either way, everyone seems very competent in their general mix. I doubt they had the same person go through and mix everything. Everything sounds individual, like to the person, more so than just the composition, like down to the mixing and how things are placed seems pretty personalized. So I think if they do have an overall master, that's all the deeper it would go, and everybody else would handle everything else leading up to that point, including the initial mix. So again, not entirely sure there, but that's a generalized thought. This song specifically, just really fucking good. The chord structure of this was really solid. I actually really like a lot of the stuff they were doing on that side. Again, I mentioned, I think during the reaction, how I was liking that they were dragging things out. I know I mentioned it in this section too, but just like how they kind of kept the space in between that. Like even though things would drop out and they would like back layers off and kind of peel things off of the song to be able to make it feel like it's dropping out, to bring it back in. When they were doing that, they were like elongating everything else. So like when it was just those few elements left on the mix and in the song for those moments, they would kind of make it a more lethargic drop too. So like you didn't have too much energy going into those breaks. And that's why it was so tricky to tell if it was stopping or not, because that's what you would do when you're ending the song. And a lot of the times when people drop stuff out as like a fake outro, they leave a lot of that in there. A lot of that stacking layers of whatever synths or whatever samples they're using just kind of stays static pretty much through the end, even through that like fake drop. But then this didn't do that. It just legitimately faked me out so many times that I thought it was going to end multiple times. But I think I've pretty much said all I've got to say on this one. So thank you all so very much for watching. Fantastic work to the producers on this one. Thank you, Marucci, for putting yet another song from this compilation album into my lap. I enjoy the fuck out of all of these creators. They are all so good. I love hearing them. If you have anything else you want me to hear from any of these producers or any of their friends, let me know in the comments below and I'll do my best as always to get to those. Or if like Marucci did, you want to guarantee that I listen to one, you can always go to my Patreon or my YouTube memberships where you can guarantee me listening to something. It can be from anything, by anyone, good or bad, does not matter. That's why it's a guaranteed request. But if you don't want to do any of that, you just want to follow me and support me for more stuff coming in the future, you know how to do all that, and I will see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!